Alright everybody, it's tinkering time with JC. Now, we left off last, me messing with carburetor off of a motor. I don't really know what it is, Honda, Kawasaki, anything. But I put it in JC's amazing goop reducer remover stuff. Anyway, now, there she is. I hope you can't see her. There she is. Well, it's been sitting for a couple weeks in there because I haven't really had time to do really anything. Anyway, welcome to the garage, aka the Bear's Den. Here in Kentucky we had some tornado weather and it took the roof to the lean-to, and I haven't fixed it yet, and the lean-to is going to be my son's anyway, so here we are. Let me change camera here, angle, that way I can work. Now, all this stuff should be relatively clean and easy to get the gunk off of, but if you know, or should I say, if you've been watching, you know that this thing was clogged plumb up. So, let me move this remote. So, it's been soaking for, about 2 weeks. Because, it's Christmas season here, and to be honest, I've been way too busy to mess with any of it, but clean all the gunk off that toothbrush. Alright, so anywho, what we're doing, it's still plugged plumb up, so let's hook up the air compressor. Now it's going to be pretty loud, so I'm going to pause it right here until I can see if I can get it blowed out. Okay, so we got her unclogged. Air compressor wouldn't blow it out, so I found a really fine wire and I just ran it in it, moved it around, and then took the old carb cleaner, and you can see if I do this, it shoots out, which means it's fixed. Alright, so I don't know what was trashing it up, so we're going to look at the needle valve here, and needle valve looks good, so we're going to throw her back together now. Everybody should remember that I took this gasket out. Well, it's got to go back in. It's got to be tight and untwisted, which might be a little difficult to do, but if it twists, then it's going to leak, and we don't want it to leak fuel, so we want it on snug, which is proven to be a little difficult because we don't want it to roll. I'm going to throw some lubricant on it here. See if that helps it from rolling. Get that can out of the way. Alright, so it needs to stay on, and then it's not it's not going back into place like I want it to. It's got to stay in the slot. And I knew this would be a difficult feat, but soaking it in the amazing clean out juice is just going to make it less snug. So what I should do is get some super glue and tack it on one corner and then pop her the rest of the way on. What it is, it's got a lip all the way around it. See it there? And it's got to go exactly in that lip. Now, if I start it here and move it all the way around, I still got to get it. It slips out here. It's got to be in that lip. If it don't go in that lip, it's not going to seal. And we need it to seal. So, the big problem with that is I need it up off the needle valve. Hold on. Let me look at this thing here. Maybe look closer. Wasn't very easy to get out. Hold on. Not this. All right. Now, lubricant does not hurt it to be in it, but I need it to go exactly where it needs to be. If it don't go exactly where it needs to be, it's not going to seal. Like, it just rolls out every time right there. I need it to go around here like so. Try and tuck it in there tight, and maybe I can get it to roll on in. It popped right off right there again. Well, I know this is the gasket that I need because it's the only one that I have off. So let me grab. I've got to be a pretty boring dude, but I'm going to take this pencil and I'm going to push it in around all four sides here, or around the whole edge with this pencil. Surely this graphite won't hurt nothing. What do you know? We got it. Just took a pencil, I guess, but there it is on. Now we got the float. And there's the needle valve. We clean off this float. We'll slide this needle valve on. If you see, there's a notch, and there's your needle valve, just dangling away. Now we line it up. Bam. Now it's laying there. Now we take the rod and the floating needle valve, line up with this rod, and then bam. Now, I don't know if you can see, but needle valve moves up and down with the float. That's how fuel goes from this line into this needle valve. This float regulates whether fuel can come in and out. Now what happened with this individual carburetor is it got trash stuck in here because there's no filtration system, fuel filtration system. But now we're gonna make sure this thing's clean inside. Alright, now I don't remember which way. I'm going to put it around even with the inlet, and then take this big bad screw bolt here and then tighten her up. Now because I wasn't prepared to do this video in here, I'm using a pair of channel locks to tighten the float up, or the float bow. Alright, so now we got a fully assembled carburetor. So next time you see this, it's going to be on the mower, and we'll see if we can get it to run. Alright everybody, we're back at the lean-to, and you remember this lemon right here, and you remember this carburetor. I'll tell you, this has been one crazy adventure trying to get this thing to run, but today may be the day. Here's hoping. Today may be the day. So now we gotta look. Okay, so we got, I know this is your fuel inlet side, so we'll have to hook our throttle linkage this way. And we cannot forget the spring, very important. So, we'll it's gotta go this way. Alright. So there's the throttle linkage. Okay, so now we got carburetor, primer. This should all work now. Should. Put the hoses up. Got a hose there that hooks up. Let me attach it. Oh no, we don't need that. Okay, so go like that. No, that ain't right. Like that. So let's hook this up. Then we hook. There's a vacuum hose right there, and then I believe 2 of these go right. Well, that was great. If I can't get it to run this time, I'm done. Scrap metal they go. So here's hoping, fingers crossed, we got this thing nipped in the bud. Because after I get it running, I'm done with this project. I want to get back on the important project. Okay, so get these tightened up nice and tight. Nice and tight. nice and tight. Okay, that was on lefty loosey. We need righty tighty. Now we don't have a roof on this side of the lean-to. I'm gonna fix it, but I'm not that worried about it right now. Okay, so now. Alright, so I'm not crazy about putting this fuel hose back on this tank. I actually hate this tank, but it's what I got. So that's what I'm using. As you can see, fuel still flows through it. So now we just hook her up. Might be a hair difficult to hook up. There ain't much room under here. Okay, fuel inlet is right there. Now let's get it on. Now, I can't promise that won't leak, but I'm to the done with this thing stage, so if it leaks, we'll fix it later. We'll put a new line on it. Right now, I'm just tired of messing with this thing. I want to hear it run and be on my merry way. After I hear it run, I'm going to sell it after I get a deck on it, or get this motor on another deck. Alright. Get some fuel in this thing. Should be plenty. Alright, let's see if we can get her to fire. Well, safe to say it runs. It runs really good, but at a very high RPM. But now all we gotta do, did y'all see it running? Yeah, y'all saw it running. Now all we gotta do is put it on a different deck and I think adjust that governor. But that'll be another day. If it runs and mows, runs at a high RPM, we need to figure, I might be able to adjust the carburetor somehow. It's a pretty tight squeeze, but there we go. We got her running. Will it run? MTD, I don't know what kind of engine. Power more, 140 cc, whatever. MTD mower with no back wheels. Will it run? Yes. Finally, I got something to start. Now, have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me at Tinkering Time.